Hey guys, welcome to the SimRacingPaddock. I'm William Marsh, and this is week 3 of the Sim Racing System RSS GT Championship. So this round we are going at a track that I have kind of a love-hate relationship with. This is Road America. This is the car, actually not the car, but this is the mod and track combo that is responsible for that infamous, "Aw, dang it, come on," video that's been floating around for a little while. So yeah, again, love-hate relationship with this track. So this should be interesting to see how this week in the championship goes. As I mentioned before, for this championship, I want to do one race with each car. So this round, we are going to do the GT Tornado V12, aka the Lister Storm. So this should be interesting, should be fun. Let's turn a few practice laps though before we hit the race. So let's get this started. So hopefully everyone is having a good week so far. Sorry I haven't been doing much footage lately. I've been kind of preoccupied. I just built 2 new cockpits the past 2 days. 2 days ago, I built mostly the Visaro cockpit, which I will be doing some video footage of very soon. And then I have also done some, actually put together the Next Level Racing Formula GT cockpit. So I've been doing a little bit of testing with that. Hold on a second, there's game capture. So we are good to go. Love the sound of this car, but we need to tweak the seating position just a little bit. Actually, that's okay. There we go, we can save that. Let me turn on my dash real quick, actually. I need to turn on my dash. Activate it. Set it to Assetto Corsa in a second. So again, yeah, hopefully people have been having a good week so far. I haven't had much footage lately, but it's been productive. That's the nice part. Okay, that force feedback strength is way too big. Hey, Kevin, good to see you. And I saw you're signed up for this race, so I should see you here. So hold on a second, and let me go to my Assetto Corsa setting. There we go. That was why I was having issues earlier. So, again, I need to get a little more comfortable with this track. I'm not the most comfortable with it. Hold on a second, let me turn down volume a bit. There we go. I had a couple friends testing out this earlier, so that's why Racing Line is on. I'm not going to follow it, though. But yeah, so Road America is a deceptively difficult track. It's a kind of track that you really have to keep the momentum up on. And also don't run too wide because there's a lot of grass on the sides. And also don't overcook the corners. So yeah, I'll turn off the Racing Line before the event actually starts. I just had a couple friends testing this out yesterday. And they wanted to drive a couple bit, and they didn't have any experience. So one of the things I do recommend while I have this Racing Line up, I just want to provide some tips. So for people getting started in sim racing, try to wean yourself off the Racing Line as soon as possible. Racing lines tend to be extremely conservative. Racing lines are extremely conservative. They encourage you to brake way too early. And once you learn the concept of threshold braking, then I'd say wean yourself off the Racing Line once you get a fundamental understanding of what the Racing Line entails. Because sometimes the Racing Line isn't exactly the best line. Isn't there a keyboard button? Not that I know of. I don't think so. If there is, then I'll learn something new today. I know you can turn it on and off in the menu, but not actually in-game. So yeah, right there, it encourages you to brake way too early. So that's not good. So it's 5:32 right now. Oh, Control I. Is that? Let me check. Control. Oh my gosh. Combine, you are a winner. You are a winner. Dude, that is awesome. You don't have to actually jump out of the sim. Learn something new every day, guys. Thanks, Combine. So, Tokena, we gonna see you in this week? Are you gonna be in this race this week? So my only concern with this car specifically is that I don't think that this car has the straight line speed that some of the other vehicles have. I mean, I feel it has the torque, but maybe not the actual speed. Fair enough, Tokena. Well, that's a good thing to waste your pennies on. Love that endurance pack in R Factor 2. If SRS ever does an R Factor 2 division, then I'd do a series with the endurance pack. So, it's interesting driving this car because it just feels like a rather middling car. It's not the fastest car, it's not the best handling, it's not the most powerful, it's just sort of the jack of all trades car. So, it's interesting. I'll see how this car performs, but yeah, I'm not expecting a great result this race. But yeah, guys, again, if you have the RSS GT1 pack, I would love to see you in this race. I would love to see you join in. If you already have created a Sim Racing System account, that is awesome. Just join in, download Road America from Race Department, and you should be able to join in. Mr. This is Rich. That's interesting. Did you shoot them an email, maybe? Any expectations, thoughts for Dirt Rally 2? Well, first off, called it! If you guys remember, I put out a video about 6 weeks ago, and boom, my prediction is accurate. My prediction was accurate. I predicted Dirt Rally 2, so, I mean, not really predicted, but I talked about it, and yes, it did come down to that, so I'm happy with that. Secondly, I'm cautiously optimistic. I am cautiously optimistic. I would love to see it just totally surpass Dirt Rally 1 in every way, but there are a few things that are concerning. Apparently, already in interviews, they have ruled out VR at launch. Apparently, they have ruled out VR at launch, according to some early interviews. They said that they want to focus on the core game, and if the community has enough desire, then we can work on implementing VR. And that's just a facepalm moment. That's just facepalm. it's that same mentality that killed the Chevrolet SS. So I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent here. So in America, there weren't many cars that are like performance-based rear-wheel drive stick shift. We have like the smaller sports cars, but we didn't really have that muscle car sedan, like four-door sedan, get that massive torque. And it's something where then all of a sudden Chevrolet announces the Chevy SS, big block V8 in a four-door sedan. Like, that's what a lot of people wanted. And then in the initial announcement, they said there's not going to be a stick shift clutch variant of the Chevy SS. And everyone got mad, understandably, because what is the purpose of a big block V8 if it's just attached to a flappy paddle gearbox or an automatic? And they said, well, if there's enough demand for the stick shift, then we'll consider adding it in the future. And people are like, that's what we wanted in the first place. That's the reason we wanted this car. And this is exactly what's happening with Dirt Rally 2 now. They're going back on what one of the factors that made Dirt Rally so great. And they're saying, well, if enough people say they want it, then we'll consider adding it. That's just frustrating. And we'll see, we will see how things go. But I'm just saying, be cautious. Be cautious. I mean, I'll definitely review it. I will review it when it comes out next year. But we just have to wait. We have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully the handling is better. Hopefully the physics are improved. But we'll see how this is. Josh, this is the RaceSim Studio GT1 pack. RaceSim Studio GT1, it's a third-party DLC payware pack, but it is so much fun to drive. Even though it is a tough challenge to drive. But this should be a fun race. This is a paid mod. Except, I'm not sure about this car. I'm not sure about if I'm going to use this car this week, actually. I might jump into a different one. Because we already used the Saleen S7. We used the Lamborghini. Alright, this is a track with a lot of long straights. So might actually switch to the Viper. I'm wondering about the Viper. The Viper might be a good car. Yeah, Tokina, it is a little weird, but hey, if I can, then why not? It's a good way to showcase the different cars. With the Lanza, you hit 167. Okay. I'm at 120. 40. Hello, Nikki. How's it going? I'm about 2 miles off Kevin's time this lap. 2 miles an hour off, I think. Jamal, what do you mean? They added another variation of the Ferrari, and even though I have the pack missing, the Ferrari won't allow me to do SRS. Well, I have the full pack installed and it's allowing me just fine. Do you have the latest version of the pack? Because you might want to make sure you have the latest version of the pack installed. Let me check the setup market real quick, actually. There might be a setup in the market. Yes, there is. Here's a race setup. Let's jump in and see if this setup might work a little better for us. Road America. It's set up for a 20-minute race, so that should be good for us. Anderson, I'm in the GT Tornado, aka the Lister Storm. It's the car that's in the thumbnail for the stream. So we need some heat in these tires. Jamal, that's not how it's supposed to be. You pre-order the pack, you get all the cars. You might want to email them. You might want to email them and ask. Just thinking. There we go, steering through. So 210's my best lap with the previous setup. Let's see how this goes. And I'll activate Crew Chief in time for the actual race, so don't worry about that, guys. Oh, that's a little loose there. Here we go. Little tight. Okay, you're so way too deep in there. Whoa. Okay, be careful of that curb. I need to move my turn in back a bit, I think. This is gonna wear out the tires, though. A few of these high-speed corners. Make sure we use the whole track there. This car is going to be a tricky beast. There we go. We have about one more lap, 1 to 2 more laps that I think we can really do. Need to make sure I hit my apexes better this lap. Hit the grass there, no good. I'm not used to this left-handed seating position. I mean, right-handed seating position. Hello, Oliver. How's it going? Two and a half tenths. This Road America is a lot different. This is a third-party version. Go, big drive off. Seven, 208, 209. Cut off 8/10s, that's nice. Let's get one more lap in. Okay, we stayed off the grass that corner. Whoa! Ay, ay, ay. Brake way too early, or late there, I mean. Ooh. There we go, get that drive off. This corner's gonna kill me during the race, I think. Almost flat right there. All right, Josh and Jamal, you have a good one. Yeah, I'm thinking I should actually change my car for the race. Kevin, what lap times are you getting? Hey, buddy, how's it going? .204 in Atlanta, okay. Yeah. It's gonna be tricky. What car should I use? Bernardo, you want to upgrade your G29. What would you upgrade to? Well, I'd say anything belt drive. Anything belt drive would be a decent improvement. So let's quit out of here and let's pick a new car. Well, G. Bryden, learning is one thing, but one of the things that is a fact with this pack is these cars are fairly accurately represented. So this car would put us in the back. That's the struggle. So, we already did the Shadow and the Lanzo. I'm going to go with the Ferruccio for this race. I'm going to go with the Ferrari. Let's go with black and red. Yeah, Key 20. The only downside with the TSPC is it doesn't come with a pedal set. So you would need to add about an extra $100 for a T3PA pedal set, or get a converter for the G29 pedals. So you could either do that or figure something out like that. So that could be a good solution, though. TSPC, like, I used my TSXW for a while. Great wheel. Ended up selling it to a friend who's looking to maybe help do some videos for the channel in the future. But yeah, it's a good set. But yeah, so that's one option. I tend to be more inclined for the Fanatic wheels personally. I'm a little more inclined for Fanatic wheels, so I'd personally recommend the CSL Elite, and there are some good bundle packs for that. But also I know sometimes it can be expensive, so yeah, there's that to consider. But yeah, the TSXW is a good option. F1 is life. I'll have to try some of those sometime. Try some of the rain mods. I haven't driven with them personally, but yeah, I could take a look sometime. So it looks like we're going to have 10 people, I think. 10 people in the race. Before we start and kick off this event, let's take a look at the standings. So we can go to standings for RSS GT. I am second in the championship. I am 14 points behind Austin Nognoski. Adam Beard, Raging Beard to the channel, if you're familiar with his comments. He is in third. He is 16 points behind. Andrew Karen is actually tied for third. But it looks like because Andrew has one incident point, one incident average, I think that is why he is a little behind in that tie. Kevin, you're lucky I couldn't be there. Yeah, so Kevin, he is in fifth. He is the first person who has only done one race. So, yeah. I would love to see me race, or you would love to see me race against Jimmy Broadman. Well, sometime I do want to do an event that has a lot of the different YouTube personalities together. So, for example, I'd say it's like myself, Jimmy Broadbent, Gamer Muscle, maybe Super GT, then also, who else? True Racer, possibly, but he is mainly iRacing. Matt Malone, he is starting to do Assetto Corsa, so that could be cool. So, some of those YouTubers, maybe Sean Cole, Simpit, that could be fun. I could invite Mickey Hoyer, but I bet he would whoop us all. So, get something put together like that. I could try planning out and see how that goes. So, who knows? Could try doing that. Everyone else do their own stream so you can see onboards for everyone or something like that. That could be fun. When are hard slicks required? For example, are mediums good enough for an hour-long Audi TTRS race with the mandatory pit stop? I say mediums would be fine for that. It's tough, though, because usually in Assetto Corsa, there aren't too many situations that would require actual hard slicks. Generally, races in Assetto Corsa don't go too long. So yeah, hard slicks generally, it depends on the car. Sometimes people, they will try to do double stints in real life on hards. So that could be a situation for hards. If you wanted to try to double stint tires or something like that. Who knows? All right, this is getting started. Also, shameless plug, guys. If you haven't already, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I just realized my Instagram is still wrong. I forgot to fix it. So Instagram is actually SimRacingPaddock. And actually, I do update that relatively often. So if you want to check that out. So let's check out the setup market for this car. See if there's anything. No setups for current track. Okay. Refresh, nothing. Refresh, nothing. So this should be interesting to see how this car performs. Again, Kevin was saying he had a 204, 205. Oh yeah, I need to turn off racing line, so that is Control I. There we go. Aye. We are good to go. Yeah, Kevin, you might want to turn off the stream footage. Stream can take up quite a bit of ping. So if you turn off your YouTube tab, that might lower your ping. So I'll see you on the track. Oh, you shifted to the shadow. Okay. Yeah, this car handles a lot better than that Lister. So I think we should get better performance. Mister, this is Rich. Do you have the latest version of this mod and the latest version of this track? That would be the two things I would think that you would need to check. Yeah, I think we'll be more competitive in this car. Well, SRS sometimes can have issues, unfortunately. SRS can have problems where it'll detect the mod, but not the version. That's one of the frustrating things. A little too heavy into the corner. Why do Forza physics feel so wobbly? I'm trying to understand what you mean. What do you mean by wobbly? So let's see what kind of lap we do with... No! Dang, this car gets a little loose out of the corner. I'm so used to that just tight nature of that Lister, so now we got to really sort this out. Car customization games. If you're looking for just car customization, there's Car Mechanic Simulator, I bet. Or My Summer Car, that's not really simulation, but I've heard a lot of people enjoy. Very screwball, very funny. Yeah, this car is so much better. We'll just have to tame out that understeer. Thank you, Bernardo, for that donation. Thank you very much. And the animation should be coming up right there. So we might be able to shorten my gear ratios a tad. Let's see if we can make it. Actually, gear ratios should be okay, I think. Oh, someone's the wrong way. Do you reckon a racing chair is worth it? Melodic noob. Do you mean like a racing chair on wheels or a actual, or like a cockpit like I'm in right now? A cockpit I recommend. It gives a good seating position. That's one reason I review so many cockpits, because I think they are something that is actually really good. So actually, let's turn down the gear ratios a bit. That should be good. Go to soft. And then we'll do 20 liters. So, Melodic Noob, what I'm in right now is the Heusinkveld Engineering SimRig GT. This is my main cockpit of choice for the time being, and I like it a lot. I also have the GT Omega Pro Racing cockpit, which I'm a big fan of. And soon, I'm going to be taking a look at the Next Level Racing FGT cockpit, as well as the Visaro cockpit. So that's like the bleeding edge $3,000 rig, which that's just crazy even saying it. But yeah, so there's a wide variety of cockpits for all different kinds of price ranges. You could even get a wheel stand if you wanted, but I'd recommend like a cheap, inexpensive cockpit. GT Omega Art is a good one. So there's that. There is the Semitic K2, which a lot of people like. There's also the GT, or not GT, the SimLab GT1 Evo, which I'm going to be testing out soon. And that's a good one as well. Sim racing cockpits, they're a massive rabbit hole. Let's see how the gearing is on the front straight for this. I'm not a fan of Playseat. I tested out their high-end cockpit at a Forza Motorsport event, and it felt like a total joke. I didn't like it at all. It wasn't sturdy. It didn't seem reliable. So I can't really recommend it. Also, I'm not a big fan of cockpits with a center bar. So I've tested out a few play seats. I'm just personally not a fan. I've heard good things about the Playseat Challenge for a budget entry. I haven't ever used one myself, so I can't really speak for that. And also, I'll be blunt, odds are I'm never actually gonna review a product from Playseat, because I called them out on being the people who bought Inside Sim Racing and drove it into the ground. What do I recommend about the GT Art? The GT Art is basically the Chinese knockoff of the GT Omega Art. But yeah, so the GTO Mega Art, I did a mini first impressions, and then one of my friends is going to help me with the full review of it. So, whoa, hold on. Somebody wrecked. But yeah, so continuing. For me, I personally was not a fan of the GTO Mega Art. I preferred the Pro. The Pro has more customization. It had a better, like, sort of option for it. The GTO Mega Art, for someone my height, about 5'7", it didn't really fit me properly. I couldn't get into a comfortable ergonomic seating position with it. So, yeah. Obutto, I have never driven. I can't really speak for it. I've heard some people say great things, some people say horrible things. So, I can't really speak for Obutto, unfortunately. I am off. We'll see if I can get some better time. That was a better drive off for this corner. We are still greening. There we go, turn in. There we go. Let's see if we can get a top 5 spot. Still 6th, half second off. Apex too early there. That was better to run through there. Roll on the throttle. Hey, Bill Bloodshed, doing pretty well. I haven't met Viper Concept. I've heard he's a good guy, though. This should be a better lap. Gonna be in the 205s, I think. Nope, 206.1. One more chance. Please have enough fuel. Dang it. Holy crap! Who is that? Oh, final corner! No! Dang it! Now I was purpling some parts of the track. Ow. Always happens. Always happens. We had a good run going. So let's see real quick. I'm going to do 50 to be safe. I think that was Austin's car. Gonna lower the rake a bit. I'm like thinking, how the heck is he that fast? Yeah, I guess Lambo is the best, but still. I'm gonna shift to mediums though, because these tires are gonna get eaten up. Save race. Wish me luck, guys. I'm gonna need it. But it looks like quite a few cars are still taking softs. So if they stay on softs, their car is going to wear out. So we might be able to get fourth. Let's try for fourth. Let's see how this goes. Man, that Lambo did not get a good start. And I forgot to turn on crew chief. I am an idiot. I should have had crew chief on. Oh, contact. I can't get the drive off. I might get murdered on this straight. This is Road America. Okay, car in the pack behind us spun. But hey, we're up to 5th. One car and soft tires ahead of us. Just have to wait for him to wear out his tires, and then we can reel him in, I think. Overcooked a bit. A little wide. Gonna let this guy wear out his tires in front of me. He's on softs. We'll hope he wears out his tires. He's really pushing way too hard for the first part of the race, I think. Because I don't think there's any way these softs are going to last the full race, or they're softs. They're going to make mistakes, they're going to spin. We just got to keep our nose clean. Yeah, we have a big gap to the cars behind us, so we should be good, I think. But we are the underdog in this race. Everyone else is using the Lamborghini or the Saleen. I can see why they're using those cars. Little lock up there. Well, one guy's already starting to make some mistakes. Well, the softs can last, but these guys are pushing hard. They're going to wear them out, I think. We'll see what happens. I still think we are going to firmly at least get a top 5. I'm hoping. Yeah, we had a little bit of a discussion about Dirt Rally 2 earlier in the stream, and why I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I'm hoping for the best, but it just seems like Codemasters, they're perfectly okay putting out just decent games, nothing like great. This guy in front of me starting to lock up a bit. The two are starting to catch up to each other. We'll see how they race each other. Are they going to race hard, or is the faster going to pass the slower? Wait, they're already announcing DLC for it? I missed that part. Well, that's frustrating. Well, that's a yellow flag, so, yep, one car's off. So he'll likely catch me. A little tight there. Oh. Well, that's two cars making mistakes now. Both of them on soft. John, I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think these guys are starting to wear out their tires. He's going for the dive bomb. He's going to have the draft on me on this long straight, though. So these two are racing against each other now. Well, let's hope these guys continue to wear out their tires even more. That's all I can really hope for, because they have the faster car. Didn't get a good entry there. Little loose out of the corner. Every time that guy dives too deep into turn one, he's locking up those tires, I think. And you can see on the map on the top left that he's falling back because of it. I was considering the Viper. I do race with VR, I don't live stream with VR because it's just too inconvenient for live streaming. Ooh, they're falling behind. Ooh, one of them spins? No. What the? Oh, they both wreck. They both wrecked. What the heck? They both took each other out, I think. They are off our maps. Woo! We got fortunate. Ooh. What happened, Andrew? Stuck falling under the map. Replay that after, okay. That's rough, Andrew. I'm sorry to hear that. You've had, like, no luck this championship, Aaron, I think, if I remember correctly. Because, Andrew, weren't you the one who spawned at the Nürburgring race? Wait, something happened to you too, Adam? Well, this race keeps on getting interesting. I just gotta keep my nose clean now, I think. 2 laps. We'll take a look at the replay after. Whoa, whoa, loose, loose, loose. Got really loose in that corner. Yeah, guys, if you're liking the stream, please consider hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, press that subscribe button, hit the bell, so you get notified when we're doing live streams or when I upload some new videos. We're going to have some exciting videos coming up. I also, yesterday, just got the Thrustmaster TSS shifter. The Thrustmaster TSS shifter, which is the shifter handbrake combo. So that should be fun to test out. So this should be my final lap, guys. Final lap. Raging. What it sounds like is Andrew had a major issue, like lag or something. It looked very wonky on my map display. So we'll look into the replay after this. But it could have been a very, very weird lag spike issue. We'll see what happened. I do not think it was malicious, though. Are you sure? Are you sure, Raging Beard? Your tires were worn. You were wearing out your tires. I'm on mediums. You were on softs. You were locking up into corners. You were overdriving. I think I would have had the spot. I don't think your tire, like, you would have lasted much longer. Tire conservation's the name of the game, man. You were adjusting. Okay, okay. We'll see. Well, here's the fact. When you got wrecked, I was ahead. So, yeah. So even though this isn't a track I'm a big fan of, I will happily take this top 5. I will happily take this top 5 finish. Would have loved to get a podium, but just that top 3, they're nuts. But hey, top 4, I will take that. Fun race, though. Fun race. I mean, I think largely it came down to tires. I think it did come down to tires. Because you could see that Andrew and Adam, Raging Beard, they were on the soft tires. And you saw them in the initial part of the race. They were pulling away. They were pulling away from us. But when it was said and done, you saw them start to really end up just wearing out their tires. You saw them diving too deep into the corners. You saw them locking up. And ultimately, I think that resulted in me getting ahead of them and them racing against each other. One driver making a mistake, and it sounds like the other might have been victim of extremely weird circumstances. So, all in all, I'm happy with this finish. I am happy with it. So let's hop out of here. We will take a look at the replay and see what happened. So, okay, there was a driver in the Lister. And he finished way back. So that kind of explains it. So, let's take a look. We will hop out of here. But hey, I will gladly take that finish. And then after replay, we should be able to take a look at the standings. The results should process. So let's return. Do you ever do races with pit stops in AC? I think I've done 1 or 2 before. I haven't really done much. So let's go to replay, view auto-saved. The Ferruccio Road America. So we will hop into the replay and see what is going on. Okay, so I think it was, let's see here. So they're already for, okay, here we go. So let's jump. Is this them? Yeah, this is them. Okay. So this is Raging Beard's car, I think. Okay, no, this is Andrew. So, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is definitely a glitch. Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. You don't expect that? Okay, let's go on board. We gotta go on board and see what Andrew saw. Okay, so he ran wide and oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. Raging Beard. you were taken out by some extremely weird circumstances. So let's take a look at Adam's footage. And yeah, I should have mentioned epileptic warning here. Okay, so let's see. Which one is Adam? This Adam? No, it's not. Here's Adam, okay. That's weird. Dust. And then... yeah. And you glitched out too? Jeez. But yeah, you literally could not see it coming. So look in the back and boom. Ay, ay, ay. That is one of the weirdest accidents I've ever seen in Assetto Corsa. I mean, yeah, Raging Beard, I'm sorry that happened to you, but hey, this is a memorable moment. So you can see behind Andrew's car. Boom! Well, okay. That would be the award for weirdest accident in the league, I think. So here we go again. And boom! And yeah, so that camera is way too dizzying. So let's go to TV3. Tell me that's a cool angle, but you just must have punched it a little too hard out of the corner. Bam! Who's passing out the harps and the halos? 5 points to whoever remembers what video game that's from. But yeah, oh man. Adam and Andrew, sorry that happened to you guys. We were having a good race going, but yeah, not really sure what I can say beyond that, but yeah, hopefully next week the race could go okay for you guys. But hey guys, this was a fun race. Finally, we had something go relatively in our favor. I didn't spin or anything this race, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, so all things considered, I'm considering this race a success. Now, if you guys haven't already, I would love to see you guys sign up for Sim Racing System. If you have the mod, why aren't you joining? Get Sim Racing System. Get the mod. Join us in this league. We're halfway through this league, and then we have 3 races left. We have 3 races left in this championship. Let's see what next week is going to be. Hold on a second. If we go down, next week is Red Bull Ring. Red Bull Ring is next week, and I would love to see you there. I would love to see you guys take part. Should be a lot of fun. And yeah, so let's take a look at the standings before we sign out. If we go to RSS GT, let's check races. Yes, Road America is in. And thank you, Free 591. Hold on a second. Let's wait for that animation.
Alrighty then.
New to your channel, loving the content.
Alrighty. Thank you, Free 591 for that donation. Thank you very much. And guys, thanks for watching. Let's check the standings. We are still in second. Even with Kevin's heroic drive, he is still in 6th or 5th. That's a little rough, but hey, that's kind of how it goes when you sit out a race, Kevin. But hey, Adam, you're still relatively close. You are 34 points behind. I'm still in 2nd, so I'm happy with that. Andrew, you are in 4th. So we will see how this championship continues to unfold. Red Bull Ring, Donington Park, and Laguna Seca will round out this championship. I'm excited. And yeah, free $5.91. Thanks for subscribing as well. So we will see how this goes. Kevin, keep up the trash talk. We'll see who's at top at the end of the championship. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more content coming up, such as my first impressions of the Next Level Racing FGT cockpit and the Visaro rig. Thanks for watching. For the Sim Racing Paddock, I'm William Marsh, and you guys have a good one.